What's going on, Charles Botensten here. So I'm at work and I just wanted to, go an old school on the iPhone, and I really wanted to send this out because, when you first start out on, say, self-development, self-awareness, enlightenment, whatever journey, whatever path you want to take in life and, and beyond, is there's one thing that I have learned is that your mind is everything. Your mind is everything. And just know that and don't forget it. Because, and I'll give you the two examples. So there's this guy on my floor, younger guy, I'm 31, turning 32. So he's probably, I don't know, like 3 years older. And he owns a business like me, except he looks really disheveled. He doesn't have, he's pretty well balding. He just looks a lot older for his age. Life has really run him down. The second example is, I was at a Tony Robbins event and this guy gets up and he starts talking and he starts saying how he's stressed in life and just all of his problems. And the guy was around 43, 44 years old. And Tony asked him and he said, "How old are you?" And he tells him. And the whole crowd is like, "Are you kidding me?" The guy looked like he was 55, 60. Like, probably maybe even older. If someone told me he's 65, I would have believed it. He looked 20 years older than what he was because of the stress, because of the run down, and this is the thing, okay? There's already doubters out there that's watching this video. So I'm going to say two things. Number one is, I'll talk about your mind. I'll talk about the molecules a little bit. So I'll go the scientific route and then I'll go the little philosophical. So scientifically, we already know that we're all made of energy. We're all made of particles. Nothing is solid. This wall behind me, it's not solid. It's just rapidly moving energy and particles. And they've actually dialed it down that the majority of things around you, the majority of the things that you see, is mostly space. It's the space between the particles. We think this is a solid wall. However, it's actually mostly space between energy that's moving very rapidly, and obviously you can go even deeper into that. However, that's the same thing that makes up your mind and your body, okay? So when you think a certain thought, don't think that thought is not doing anything to your body. That energy, positive or negative, is resonating through your body. Okay, so some people are going to first bring out, well, hereditarily, you get, say, cancer, or you lose your hair. That's true, and I don't know the facts or the statistics on hereditary or anyone else knows, but I do know if you hang out with fat people, you will probably be fat. If you hang out with wealthy people, you will probably become wealthy. If you hang out with people that are very negative and they love to bitch and moan, you will also love drama and to complain. It's the same thing, all encompassing, okay? When I say a lifestyle, I truly mean a lifestyle. Your lifestyle extends to your friends, to your friends' friends. They actually say your friend's friend's friend, so that's your friend and then two more people, have an effect on your friend, which has an effect on you. So it's not just your friend and your friend's friend, it's your friend's friend's friend. Say that one 15 times faster. So scientifically, everything is energy. So when this guy, who is somewhere on this floor, and this guy at the Tony Robbins event, when they have a negative thought, that on this scale, the pH scale, highly recommend checking that out. I would just Google the pH scale in food. There's a scale, the alkaline scale, that's what it is. So alkalinity is, you're either acidic or alkaline. Alkaline it's a scale, I think 0 to 14 or 1 to 14. And 7 is neutral, obviously halfway through. So you want to be drinking water that is 7, all right? And you want to have food that's very green and natural, which is 8, 9, 10, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you can check it out on your own. This is the interesting thing. The 0 and the 1 are, yes, you have processed sugar and a bunch of other really bad things. That's how acidic it is. In other words, acidity, when it enters your body and it goes throughout your organs have to defend itself, because acidity will break it down, and then you'll get just really bad diseases if you continuously eat the garbage like soda and things like that. So your organs, they need to protect themselves from all this acidity, this acidic environment. So they then build this coating, and it's known as inflammation. And then inflammation then starts actually feeding on each other, and it's a whole downward spiral to cancer or diabetes or, God knows what other, heart attack, really serious diseases. So on this scale, which is insane, on this scale of food between alkaline and acidity is stress, jealousy, whatever other really bad words are, negativity, anger, just that affects your body like food. It's as acidic for your body as anything that you can actually consume is your thoughts, your mind. And you know what? When I see someone and they look really young, there's a lot of things going on. It's not just creams that you put on your skin, and you're drinking water, you're exercising, you're positive. It's funny when people say, oh, my grandfather lived to 150 and he smoked a pack a day. That guy was probably either just an anomaly, or he was just really positive, and he sent so much good energy throughout his body. And I know I'm going to lose you a lot of people on that one, but don't believe me and don't go with your thoughts. Look it up, because number one is, I could be wrong. However, when you look at someone that's very happy and positive and everything else, there is an extension that they have known as longevity in their life, better relationships, more money, and they're just generally happy when they have positive thoughts. So this is the biggest thing. So what's the takeaway? I said a lot here. I can't even stress how powerful this is. This will not only affect how much money you make, and whether your employees, they like you, or your friends or whatever. This affects your health. This adversely or proactively affects your health. And I've noticed it. My friends, I know who's stressed out. Not only the gray hair and the balding, but look at their body, look at their skin. Are they aging really quickly? You're not going to notice it at age 15 and 20 years old and things like that. But it's funny because some people, they're like, oh, I've been balding since this age. And it's like, well, look at their lifestyle or look at their life. And I know, listen, like I said, it's really hard to find out what's hereditary, because if you look at what's hereditary, follow me on this, okay? And I know I'm pushing the limit on when you guys are going to be clicking off the video, but I'll keep this under 10 minutes. So hereditary means that you get genes, or you get something, DNA, obviously, but genes from your parents. The thing is, can genes be developed, say stress or hereditary, that affect your hair and your skin and things like that? Here's the second question, is if you're in the environment of alcoholism, who's to say that the father who had an alcoholic father was stressed, balding, affected their son, affected their son, and then it's hereditary, but there's no gene for it. There's no gene for it. It's just hereditary, because when you're in the environment, an alcoholic father, most likely more likely to have, I know, because I had a family of it. So when you have an alcoholic father or someone that smokes, you're more likely going to do it because you're in the environment. Okay, so this is the takeaway. All right, because I have to add value more than I have. Number one is, it's not what happens to you; it's how you respond to it. Okay, if someone can cut you off in traffic, it's your response to it. Okay, you don't know what's going on in their life, but you could either say "fuck you," or you could say, "All right, not a big deal," because to be honest, it's not at all. Where does that affect your life if someone cuts you off? Maybe you're 13 seconds later on where you want to go. What if you fail a test? What if your business goes out? What, like serious problems. Serious, by the way, serious problems. Your business collapses. I own a business. This is like on my mind. Is like, what if we actually don't make as much money as what we're spending? It's like that's a real concern. However, it doesn't affect me as much as it would, say, the guy on the floor. So control your minds, control your thoughts, self-awareness, what makes you tick, and things like that. So your mind sends the energy through your body, and your body is either healthy or it's not. On top of what you eat and put on your body, like deodorant and sunscreen and makeup, ladies, makeup. So have an awesome day. Subscribe to the video. Talk to you guys soon. Leave your comments below on what this riff was about. I think it was just me just blah, 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 blah all over the place. So have an awesome day. Talk to you soon.